Off the back, Crenshaw the Fed, Vernon Avenue, I'm back. Off the back, I'm back on Vernon Ave. Dead home. But I came to make this video for all my supporters and all my fans, and to everybody that show love and gave support around this world. That's what I came to make this video for everybody around this world. On Vernon Avenue, I had to make this video for all the supporters and all my fans around the world. Off the back on the dead homies. Just for every real around the world and every real female around the world, and to all the little kids that show support around the world. On Vernon Avenue, off the back, I gotta show y'all support and give my respect to y'all. On the dead homies, I love y'all. That's off the back, off my back, off the back. Back, I ain't gonna stop saying it. My heart, on the dead homies, on Vernon Avenue crib, dead homies. Thank you for all your support, for all your love, for being here from around this world, everybody from around this world, for every real female, for being there for me, supporting, showing up, showing your love. To everybody in the industry, showed your love, that showed your support. Shout out to Kevin Gates that pulled up a real Vernon Avenue on the dead homies. You forever locked in on Vernon Avenue, on hood. To every from real around this world and shot me out from the end of the street to the ghetto, to the blocks, to the streets, to the schools. On the hood, I love you. On Vernon Avenue, the back, on the dead homies. That's real female on the dead homies, on the hood. And I always say, live it like you love it. I had to love that one on Vernon Ave, on the dead homies. I had to make this video to every real female and every kid, to everybody that showed the support around the world. On Vernon Ave, I had to make it on the dead homies. And I'm healing up quick. I'm healing up quicker than so on Vernon Avenue, on the dead homies, you better be ready. Because this the only thing it did was open doors and make me a more animal.
You're now watching Compton Rick Rock TV. Let's get to the content.
Yo, what up? It's Compton Rick Rock with Compton Rick Rock TV, and we back with the content. But before we get to the content, like, comment, share, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell, and catch every video when I drop them. Yup, we back. We back with that 4 Extras marathon. I know a lot of y'all don't want to see it, but hey, it's some people that do. Now, we got No Jumper. They talking about some more 4 Extras recap. And as y'all can see in the beginning of the video, 4 Extras, man, let's just say this, man. Everybody has went at him. Everybody has something good to say. Everybody has something positive to say. But not yet have we heard him get on the internet and say anything about the people that's teasing him, anybody that's making jokes of him. He ain't said nothing about none of that, as well as this $50,000 thing. Now, we haven't heard 4 Extra come out his mouth and say, man, I want $50,000 from an interview. My first time hearing it was actually on the internet, and it wasn't from 4 Extra. So we don't know what his reason is. Maybe this could be some type of, plot to keep him off some of these sites, man. We don't know, but we definitely haven't heard him come out yet and say, man, I'm charging $50,000 for an interview, even though everybody reported it because that's what was on the internet. But then I thought about it. Hey, man, he haven't said that. He haven't said that yet. And he still got a high energy, man, for positivity, man, and that's cool, especially after going what he going through. You got to be a strong person to even deal with that. And hearing all these people make jokes and fun about you and still come out on top like you ain't, like nothing has changed about him. This is why he gonna get blessed. But anyway, man, let's jump straight into this No Jumper content. This is Adam 22 and Whack 100, and they again bring up the 4 Extras content. Let's go.
Since I last saw you.
Yeah, some shit really, it's probably good it happened how it happened.
4 Extra losing his hand feels like ancient history at this point.
Yeah, it's really like a thing of the past.
Well, it's been like a week.
It's not a thing in the past when he's actually living through it and going through it. See, a lot of people think that this content stuff is just, it is content, but this is real life. This is not content. So it's not a thing of the past. It's a thing that he's actually living with right now, regardless of people on the internet we'll continue to talk about it. It's still reality, and people can learn from it. Let's go.
Yeah, but it's kind of like, I think what it is if he would have lost his hand like on a Magic Mountain roller coaster ride and something happened, people would still be into it. But the more the story comes out,
I feel like we got to be careful to not talk about this in such a callous way. People would still be into it.
no, because here's the thing. Initially, I thought 4X's was holding it and his buddy went to light it and then maybe it went off, right? I just kind of learned the other day they were in a car.
That's what I heard.
So respectfully, when people hear stuff like that, it's like when you hear something one way, right? Like you hear like, all right, man, dude got hit because he was saving a kid in the middle of the street and the car struck his hip, but he got the kid out the way. It's like, oh shit, that's conversation. People kind of got feelings and emotions for that. They champion that. But then you hear like, oh man, dude broke his leg because he jumped off the top of the building high off PCP. Be like, yo, dude burnt out.
Okay.
Well, like if he was in traffic and it happened on a roller coaster ride and people like feel some type of way, his family still feels some type of way, regardless how the injury happened. Things happen. I didn't see people that accidentally pop themselves playing around with a firearm, regardless of the fact that it still happened and, it's just a sad situation. And, I don't think that one way or the other make it even lesser how somebody should feel about it, especially when you got family members and friends and close, people that still love you. They feel some type of way about it, regardless if the internet do.
I feel like
we don't really trip it.
The issue isn't that this is like not an interesting enough story. The issue is just that we, as people who have extremely short attention spans, just move on to the next thing so quickly. I will remind you that Donald Trump got shot in the ear, almost in the head, and that everybody had completely moved on like 48 hours later.
Yeah, but you know what the narrative was. The dumbest narrative that trumped everything. He had it done on purpose, right? People started to push that narrative.
Just like the Tupac and Suge Knight thing, when everybody said that Suge Knight had somebody shoot the car up. It's the same thing, man. People gonna come on here and make up stuff, man, and say things. But hey, man, the reality of this stuff is the reality of it, man.
People didn't say that about the 4Extra thing. I mean, I just watched a clip of Joe Budden saying that he didn't believe it, at least in part because he doesn't believe anything that I say.
Well, maybe that's a shot at you because he hasn't taken one in a while. No, but you took several shots at Joe.
But whatever. That was a long time ago. All I'm saying is that Joe Budden still is doing the thing that I thought was personally pretty annoying already. Like the day that it happened, a lot of people, King Pill notably, was hitting me up, basically telling me like, I know that shit AI. I know you're running a play.
No, a lot of people thought it was fake.
I did too.
I was hoping it was fake.
Yeah.
My first thing to Lupe and Remo was, tell me this ain't real. Right? Not that it was AI. I was hoping he was running a play.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Because you can't even bring yourself as a man. Bro, he just had a birthday. He just turned 36 or so? Something like that?
Something like that. 37 maybe.
As a man, a middle-aged man, that's middle age. You halfway through 70, right? And we're thinking at the time his whole hand is gone.
Right.
Him being him, right? To have to mentally deal with that.
Yeah.
And it's not your left. It's your right. It's the one you depend on the most, the one you use the most.
The one that you've been telling us that you're very, very good with for the entirety of the time.
He didn't say he was just good with the right. He said he whooped hands, and when he whooped ass with them hands, and whether it's the right or the left, you need both of them to whoop ass. You ain't just fighting nobody with your right hand. He still got action with that left. All he got to do is block with that right and learn how to get cracking with that left. But like I say, man, the dude energy, man, is so I don't think he gonna have no issues. I think this might have been a wake up call. Sometimes it takes something for people to wake up and realize, like, man, wait a minute, this was an eye opener. I really got something to live for. Let me get in my bag and let me get to the bag, because that's what he's doing right now. Ever since he's been at the hospital, he's been getting some money. We didn't see him on a few promo runs. So, I think he's gonna be all right, man. I think this was an eye opener, and what y'all think in the chat? Let me know. Y'all think he's gonna be all right? Because his energy, y'all see the video in the beginning, he's still doing the same thing. He ain't missing a beat. What y'all think?
That we knew you.
So I'm bracing myself. all the trolling didn't bother me because I immediately injected myself with anti-troll. Don't get mad.
Yeah, you
because they coming.
Yeah, you can't.
I knew certain people was coming, and I knew that if I responded, they would keep coming. Right? So it was like, all right, cool. He's alive. He can walk. I'm still a little worried about his vision.
Same.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know what that is, but long as he can see, it's other things they can do as far as, enhancement with glasses and things and so forth.
And he just released photos in the hospital, and I'm actually kind of unsure because in some of the photos, it looks like he's like squinting and shit, like his eyes look kind of different. And then in some of the photos, his eyes look like they're wide open, but that doesn't necessarily mean that his vision is totally bad.
Well, when damage.
He was in an explosion, man. And if it was that close to his hand, that's a blast. That's a boom. Of course, he going to have something wrong with his eyes. He was in an explosion.
Just done to these intricate parts behind our eye.
Yeah.
Even that has to heal. You know what I'm saying? So I'm pretty sure they probably don't want him in the sun.
I was looking into it, just asking ChatGPT and everything, and it was basically saying that it's not that uncommon for you to lose a significant amount after something like that and to get it back later. One thing that kind of pissed me off is that Lupe called me yesterday and basically told me that she got fired as his manager because people in his family basically think.
Not true. I just heard her in the background on the video that we just posted, 2 days ago, when he was doing the blue strips. He was doing the promotion for blue strips. And at the end of the video, you could clearly hear Lupe laughing. She's not going nowhere. She been doing her thing with these guys, man. She definitely has brought 2 viral people to the internet, Crip Mac, and she brought 4 extra to the internet. She knows what she's doing when it comes to this, to finding this talent or finding these people that she finds.
That she's the one who outed the fact that he is having difficulties with his vision, which is actually not true. You're in that group chat with me and Remo.
Lupe.
She did not say anything about that. And if anything, I think that she was kind of fudging the truth by telling us that his vision was fine.
Lupe said, I remember, she said, he's good, right? He has a little damage to his hand. It's not bad. Other than that, he's the same old Forexer. She never mentioned nothing about no eyesight. She never
she's not gonna do that.
Photos or pictures.
They from the same area.
Actually, I'm gonna be real. It's his homies that's sending the photos.
Really?
Who else was in that parking lot left?
I don't know. I think they tried to lock it down right away because
I haven't ran any content on it, but I definitely know a female whose son was in that area, and he's definitely not from over there. And he actually has some pictures. I just didn't post none of those pictures. You know, I didn't feel like that was needed to be shared. Some of the imagery that I did see, but it was definitely other people that was in that parking lot that just wasn't from his neighborhood. That picture definitely could have got put out there by anybody, because I definitely seen it. And I called Count Capone right when it happened, because I knew exactly when it happened. But man, we don't know who put it out there.
Because it's like you would have thought that you would have seen clips of him being loaded into the ambulance.
I got a
we
photo.
Really didn't see a lot from that.
I got a photo that come from somebody on his side that he sent to somebody that,
Really?
Yeah, like I won't get nobody because I don't want to come out. You know what I'm saying? So, but it definitely didn't come from no damn Lupe.
A lot of people have photos.
Listen, motherfuckers say what they want about Lupe. Lupe's not going against the grain.
Yeah, no, she
definitely not. They from the same area. She can't go against the grain. They from the same area. That's how she had action at him. That's how she had action at C-Mac. They all from the same area.
Was the guy.
Yeah, she ain't going against the grain.
It's kind of weird because, all right, so I sent him a voice note like early on, and then today, before he actually posted the photos, I went to send him another voice note, and I noticed his numbers coming up green right now. So I'm not really sure if he's even bothering to charge his phone or where he's at exactly with that. So I don't know. I'm a little bit concerned.
It's a mental, you got to remember, like, respectfully, right? Thinking about you and what you represent, thinks about him having to talk about it and expose whatever he's going through. Because you just genuinely wanted to go see him as a brother, right? That's it. But thinking about you, he thinks about this table.
Yeah, like somebody told me that he thought that I wanted to go there and film, which obviously that's...
Oh, he didn't think you was going to go there and film. I guess when he went to the court when he had his trial, all y'all was there filming. So, you know, 9 times out of 10, a person could only think that, like, man, I had the court date. They was here filming, had a whole camera crew. So I'm pretty sure they going to get some content. That's probably why he didn't want nobody to come. You know, that's all. Like, what y'all think? Y'all let me know what y'all think.
Totally.
Nah,
I didn't even mention that idea. Obviously, it's totally in his hands. And that's the weird thing about it is that, and see, every single thing I say, they're going to act like it was like a fucking joke. Because like even in the first one, I said, fingers crossed. People are like, oh, look, he's intentionally clowning him. That was not on purpose. But all I'm saying is that I obviously am trying to just let him get better. If he wants to do content, if he wants to do whatever, we can get to it. But first and foremost, we're concerned about him just being good and really just his mental health in general, because there's going to be a lot of shit for him to get used to, even if it's just the hand. And also in that photo that came out, you can see that there's something going on with his left hand too. Like his left hand.
All right. Y'all going to have to go over there to the Adam and Wax show. This is No Jumper. This conversation, it goes way deeper than this. It gets, y'all go over there and check it out for yourself, man. It's the Adam and Wax show just dropped today over here on No Jumper. So what did y'all think, man? I think the boy gonna be all right, man. Whether he get the $50,000 or not, do I think that he's going to get it? Yes. It might not be from none of these guys. It might be from God, because I'm gonna tell y'all something, man. The dude energy is still positive. He's still on the internet doing positive things, and he haven't said one negative thing yet, except, yeah, I'm getting better. I'm healing up. I'm better than what y'all think. I don't think that he's talking about violence. I think he's talking about, when he say y'all done made me a more animal, I think that he's about to go animalistic on, you know, everything that he's trying to do. His music. He's trying to go bigger with this podcast and with this internet. He's on the internet to stay. He's not going anywhere for no time soon. When Crib Mac come out, you know he gonna pick him right back up. They gonna do some content. And it ain't even about his hand. It's about the energy that he giving. It's a whole lot of disabled people out here right now that's making a lot of noise, because it ain't about that. It's about what can you bring to the table, your energy to the table, knowing how to get the crowd going, and he definitely know how to do that. If they was to bring him back on this show tomorrow, he would break more numbers than any show that's been done on No Jumper. Well, anyway, man, let me know what y'all think in the comment section. It's Compton Rick Rock with Compton Rick Rock TV, and I'll catch all of y'all on the next one. Like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel, Compton Rick Rock TV. Also, hit that notification bell and catch every video when I drop.